Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jen, and I'm from the blog seekingdelectare.com, where I share simple ways to find delight in your homeschool, your faith, and your home. So today I'm sharing a homeschool supply haul. I got out of the house a little bit yesterday and found some great deals. I went to Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, and Meijer, which is kind of the Midwest version of a combination Walmart, other big box store type place. Anyway, found some great deals and I want to share. So when I go shopping, I tend to go to the cheapest store first and then I kind of work my way up. So I'm going to do the same here. I went to Dollar Tree, and our local Dollar Tree can be kind of hit or miss, but I actually came across these amazing dry erase boards. They're actually really thick, really sturdy. So I picked up 4 of them. I wasn't completely sold on some of the prints, but I figure it's more important that we have dry erase boards, and I can do like a washi tape or something on these at some point. But for right now, we need dry erase boards, and at $1 a piece and super sturdy, I was happy. Okay, so I'll come to this in a minute because this is part of a project that I'm doing to store flashcards. I'll share that in a minute. So we've been using pocket folders to store all the kids' artwork that they want to save because, of course, they would like to save everything they draw. But the folders are getting beat up and they just don't hold a lot. So I found these pockets at Dollar Tree, and they'll have to be careful with them, but I think they'll be good. And it'll just be easier to put stuff in, go back in, sort through it, and stuff like that. So I got 4 of those because it's mainly my 6, 9, 10, and 12-year-olds who use these. The older kids have their own like binders and stuff in their room for artwork. I got this file holder, magazine holder. I love the print on it, and I needed a place for the older kids to put their papers to be graded, and so I think this will work out great. I'm hoping to put it, you can see my getting ready for school pile there. I'm hoping to put it on the top shelf on our little bookcase in here. And let's see, what else do we do? So this, I've really been wanting to get some independent work together for the kids so that when I'm working with one child, the others aren't just kind of off on their own. And one of the ideas I had for that was to have a family Commonplace book. So one of the things that they can do during their independent time is take out this book and write down a quote or something funny that they read from whatever, their free reading, their school reading, and it'll just become like a kind of a family Commonplace book. And I found this at Dollar Tree. It was only $1, and I loved the Bible quotes on it because, growing grace, what else does it say in here? Kind words are like honey. They just seem to fit the purpose of a Commonplace book. So did that. Then these Dowels, I think it's a 10-piece set. 10-piece, and I originally was going to cut them in half, but I think I'm going to leave them tall, which I'll explain in a minute. My youngest is starting kindergarten, so she, one of the recommendations is to have, they said to use like paper cups and straws to help teach place value, and I wanted to make it a little more durable, so I'm going to use these Dowels, and then we'll jump ahead to Hobby Lobby here. At Hobby Lobby, I found these cute little milk jars. I think they're $1.99 each. Unfortunately, I didn't catch them when they were on sale, but we just needed them, so I had to go ahead and grab them. So I found 2 of those, and that's what these will go in. I panicked for a second when I was at Hobby Lobby because I couldn't remember the exact diameter of these, and so I went ahead and got some smaller ones as well, just in case I needed the smaller ones to fit in the jars. But I think I can actually use either set, so they won't go to waste. I'm sure we'll find other uses for them. And then my last Dollar Tree find was actually this adhesive cork sheeting. So, oops, I have to go get the dog. Okay, the dog wanted to come inside. So I bought this adhesive cork sheeting, and what I did the other day was I took all of our flashcards for phonics and math, and I grouped them together by families, and our phonics flashcards actually come sorted, and then I sorted them a little bit further just based on how we use them, and I put them on rings for storage, but I wanted to be able to hang them in a nice way. I know a lot of people use pegboards for this. Pegboard wouldn't really fit in our room here, and I was afraid it would just be too visually stimulating. If you've been following me for a while, you know some of our kids have mild special needs, and so we really need to keep like the visual input to a minimum. So what I'm going to do is I found this basswood strip at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to cut and apply the cork to it, and then use just clear push pins, and we will hang all of our flashcards here, and they will probably go under our chalkboard. So it'll look nice and neat, and it was, to buy one of these ready-made was going to be really expensive. This ended up costing $5 for the board and $1 for each of the sheets, and we're set. So I was really excited to find that. And then for our art cards, I've seen several people recommend using a photo album, so that way the kids can keep looking back through them, and they're protected, and it will save laminating time. And I found this on clearance, and I actually was able to find the 5x7, which apparently is a really hard size to find for photo albums anymore. But I wasn't a huge fan of the cover, so I picked up, this is actually meant for like a Cricut or whatever it is that people use, that it's self-adhesive vinyl. So I'm going to use that to cover this book in just a nicer color. And I think this cost me like $1.50. Yeah, it was on sale, so $1.25 for the vinyl. So I was very excited about that. Yeah, I'm just excited about everything. I keep saying that, don't I? Then for my kindergartner, we needed a demo clock for my kindergartner and for one of my older kids too, actually. And the problem is that whenever I've gotten the Judy clocks or the plastic clocks, they get broken within, no time. So I've been seeing the really nice Montessori wooden clocks online, but they're really expensive. Worth every penny for the work that goes into them. I totally get that, but they just were not in the budget. So I was going to make my own. One of my sons has a wood burning kit, and while I was looking for the wood rounds, we found this. It was the last one at Hobby Lobby here locally, and the wood burning that they did left some marks. So I'm going to sand those out, and then I found this at Hobby Lobby too. This is a natural stain, which I had just seen on another YouTube channel like the day before I went shopping. And she used this on a project, and it basically just brings out the natural color in the wood, so it deepens it a little bit without making it really dark or anything like that. So I'm going to sand it, put some of this on it, and then we got these that we'll cut down and use to make the clock hands. And we just have to find a nut and bolt somewhere in our basement or garage to go here. And while I found the clock, I happened to look over to my left and found this. This was amazing. It is so perfect. We don't have much room to put like a 2x3 map, but we're going to be doing states and capitals soon. And I love how this is actually blank, so I can point to a state and they can tell me the ones they actually remember the names of, without just reading what's on the map. And I think this is going to look really, really nice. And then last thing at Hobby Lobby was our milk bottles for our place value. And then at Meijer, I got these because a couple of the kids are not completely back in curriculum manuals yet from Memoria. So for the next month or two while we finish up some stuff, I'm going to print out their individual lesson plans and put them in here. I'm also going to print out some of the Rod and Staff fact drill sheets for math, and for my little one, she'll have her 100 chart in here and some things like that. So it'll kind of be like a morning work binder. but it'll also have lesson plans and stuff. And these were a great deal. I want to say these were like $1.50 each, and they're super sturdy. But I loved that they also have these little pockets, so they could even put, like, if there's a particular flashcard set that's giving them trouble, they could put that set in here and have it in here ready to go. So I think we can come up with a couple of different ways to use these as we go through things, but they're super sturdy. And then this was just teacher fun. I already broke into this one last night because I had to use it as I was going through lesson plans. I love these highlighters. They do erase cleanly, but like if your text has a gray background on it or something like that, you might need to take a regular eraser just to get any little smudges that might be left over. But I use these all the time for our curriculum manuals. I absolutely love them. And then the tabs we'll use to tab the pages in here. If you use the friction pens that they make, you can erase these at least once or twice and reuse them. So that helps too. So that was my haul. And I get to go through now and spend the rest of today setting stuff up and printing out lesson plans and making sure that we're ready to start kindergarten and Simply Classical Level 3 on Monday, and ready for my older guys to pick up where they left off and finish up their levels. And then in April, I get to do this again when they start their new levels, but at least I'll have all the supplies already, so it'll just be going through lesson plans and that kind of thing. So I hope this was fun, and leave a comment if you have any questions about the stuff that I found or any of the projects I'm working on. I'd love to chat with you guys, and I'll catch you later. Until next time, praying for peace and delight in your homeschool.